Where's anybody else covering this? If I'm not here and I don't put this out, the public would not know nothing. I'm the one that's putting it out.
Hello everybody, welcome to Answer Jordan. I'm Jordan. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're returning, welcome back. Hello. It's been a while, but I'm gonna try and get this video out, and I have another video where we're gonna make a Cowboy Carter set list coming out probably next week, the week of the concert. So we'll see. Anyway, we're gonna get right into it. The music industry has been pissing me off, so let's get into the music industry is annoying me. Got my Beyonce shirt on. It is very faded. I got this off of Etsy. Quality's not that good. That's just how it is. Anyway, the first thing we're gonna talk about is Blackpink, Kiss of Life, and Big Matthew from Card all having N-word scandals.
Oh my God.
What's really disappointing about this entire situation going on in the K-pop world right now is that, am I shocked? No. Am I surprised? No. This K-pop, the genre, most of what that genre is just reheating the leftovers of Black people and Black culture. K-pop, whenever K-pop artists want to get big in America, they start switching on to Black aesthetic. And the issue really is that those people, referring to the people in the K-pop world, those people do not see Black people as human. They do not see Black people as people. To them, we and our culture we're a TV show essentially. That's all we are to them. We're just entertainment. And to them, our history and our culture and everything else pertaining to Blackness and what Blackness is nothing more than a costume that they can put onto themselves and they can take off. I am not surprised that Blackpink, that happened, because Blackpink, they've been a little shady, especially Lisa rocking box braids in most of her videos. Been getting a little bit crazy. I didn't know Jennie was like that. That really hurt because I really like Jennie's new album. I really liked her new album. And you know what, Lisa, that's what you fucking get, because Lisa sounded a mess. Lisa sounded a fucking mess on the Coachella stage. So Lisa, that's what the fuck you get. I haven't seen any videos of Jennie performing. I know they perform on the same day. But Lisa, that's what you fucking get. Now Kiss of Life, now Kiss of Life really pisses me off because this entire situation could have been avoided if, one, them girls weren't racist, and two, if they just put more thought into what they were doing. Kiss of Life, one of the members of Kiss of Life, don't ask me who, because I don't know, nor do I care. They had a birthday party live stream or whatever, and the theme of the live stream was rappers. Now, that in and of itself is not an issue. If you want to have a rapper themed birthday party and y'all want to come dress as your favorite rappers, that is not an issue. What was the issue was they got on that live stream and started acting like a bunch of monkeys. Sorry, but for lack of a better word, they started acting like a bunch of monkeys. And they were just, it was just stereotypes of what they think Black people, in particular Black women, act like. And it was just really nasty. It was really nasty. And yeah. And then Big Matthew, this, I'm not really surprised, but like, I'm still kind of like, whoa. He was rapping to some song, I forgot what song it was, on his live like a week or two ago. And he said the N-word. They like just fully said the N-word. And Big Matthew is the only one who released a real apology out of all three of these people, by the way. out of these two groups and Big Matthew. Big Matthew's the only one who actually released a real apology. Now, it took him a bit in that live stream to get to the real apology, but he is the only one in this entire situation who's actually given a sincere, like, apology, like an I'll do better apology. So Big Matthew, I'm watching you. Blackpink, y'all, and Kiss Up, I don't know. Mind you, all of this happened within the span of a week and a half. It was just hate on black people week in the K-pop world. But I mean, I'm not surprised. Because K-pop is just black culture that they put on as a costume to be palatable to everybody in Korea. Because nobody likes black culture. Nobody wants to see black culture. Nobody wants to hear black culture. Nobody wants to be immersed in black culture when it's black people doing what they do in their own culture. Black culture is not profitable. Black culture is not hip. Black culture is not cool. Black culture is not chic until somebody who's not black is the one who's doing all that stuff. So I'm not surprised. I'm really not. Disappointed? Yes. Surprised? No. K-pop is just black culture repackaged to be palatable to Koreans. That's it. To be palatable to Koreans and people who fetishize Asian people. That's literally what K-pop is at this point. It's like that's just what it is. Anyway, next topic. Sexy Red was 7 hours late to one of her concerts.
Be nice.
I'm finding it.
It take you that long to find it?
It does.
Now, do not ask me what concert this was, because this is a bit of old tea, and by old tea I mean this happened like 2 weeks ago. But Sexy Red these people went to the arena. You know, they're excited to go see Sexy Red, and then Sexy Red shows up at like 1 a.m. and then she does a 15-minute set and then leaves. First of all, here's what I want to say about everyone who went to go see Sexy Red. I'm not saying you deserved this, but I'm also not shocked that this happened. One of my main issues with Sexy Red is that Sexy Red does not really respect anybody, and she for damn sure does not respect her fans. You are putting on an arena show. The people have already paid for this show, and you show up 7 hours late to perform for 15 minutes because, I don't know if y'all know this, arenas and stadiums have curfews. And usually that curfew is somewhere between 12 and 2 a.m. So you got there at like 1 o'clock, performed for 15, 20 minutes, and then left. When you were supposed to do like what, maybe an hour and a half long set. That is so disrespectful. Not only is it disrespectful to the venue, because this is a bad look for them, this is extremely disrespectful to your fans. And if there's one thing about me, you can go check my Doja Cat video. I do not like artists who are very disrespectful to their fans. Now, I am not talking about like when fans start bullying an artist, or when fans start like really getting on an artist and it is bordering on harassment and the artist claps back. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just having a simple like respect for your fans, because you would not be where you are today if your fans didn't give a shit about you. So showing up 7 hours late is crazy. But I also think what's even crazier is that y'all stayed for 7 hours waiting for Sexy Red. Y'all waited there for 7 hours waiting on Sexy Red. Couldn't be me. I wouldn't even wait 7 hours in a stadium for Beyonce. Let Beyonce be 7 hours. I would be gone already. I'd be gone already. Let the show start 7 hours late. You mean you guys got to the venue at 6? The show was supposed to start at like, what, 7, 8 o'clock, and she didn't come out until almost 1:30 in the morning? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I would have left. I would have left, and I would have called my bank, and I would have been like, this is fraud. Or dispute the charge, because what the fuck? Like, really? What the hell? That's so disrespectful. Sorry, my laptop. That is so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful to your fans that I just don't like it. Sexy Red, I do not like her. And I do not like her because a lot of y'all don't like Sexy Red because y'all are anti-black. Oh, let's talk about it for a second. A lot of y'all don't like Sexy Red because she's anti-black. I don't like Sexy Red because she was shaking her ass like a damn gorilla in front of MAGA during Trump's entire campaign trail doing a damn minstrel show. And the fact that she pulls shit like this. And y'all are still going to support her because, of course. But yeah, like, I don't want to blame y'all and be like, that's what you get, but like, come on. There's a reason why there are certain artists I will just never go see in concert, because why? Why waste my time and my money? Anyway, next, the Cowboy Carter tour. The Cowboy Carter tour begins in less than 2 weeks.
There you go.
I am so excited for the Cowboy Carter tour to begin. I still have not decided yet if I want to know the set list or if I want everything to be a surprise. The reason why I followed the tour so intensely when the Renaissance tour came out was because the tour started in mid-May and my concert was at the end of September. I had, what, 7-ish months before my show. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not waiting 7 months. I'm not gonna be off of social media for 7 months to not like know what the set list is. And I ended up having a great time regardless, even though I knew exactly what was coming. The only thing at the Beyonce concert, when I went to go see her at the Superdome in New Orleans, the only thing that shocked me is I was so certain that New Orleans was not getting the big three. And I had made peace with that. I was like, you know what? We're not getting the big three. And you know what? It's okay. I can live vicariously through Atlanta, LA, and Houston, the 3 cities that did get the big three. Because I think it was Atlanta, LA, and Houston before New Orleans, and then eventually Kansas City got the big three because they're the last show. But yeah, this is going to be such a monumental tour. There are already, baby, I just got off Twitter. There are already some, the back of the stage already getting leaked, baby. The back of the stage is already getting leaked. So if you don't want any spoilers for the Cowboy Carter tour, get off social media. The back of the stage is leaking, baby. The back of the stage is already leaked. So if you do not want any spoilers for the Cowboy Carter tour, you need to get off social media. Mute Beyonce, mute the Cowboy Carter tour. Help, mute Cowboy and mute the word Carter. Mute anything. Really, mute the word tour. Like, yeah, mute all that shit. Not only did the back of the stage get leaked, baby, she's rehearsing, because they're rehearsing in Glendale, Arizona, because Glendale is not that far from LA, you know, like by plane and everything. Baby, tell me why. Baby, tell me why. Spoilers, skip ahead if you don't want spoilers. Baby, tell me why she's rehearsing Bodyguard. Oh yeah, she's rehearsing Bodyguard. Spoiler. I told you that before, but spoiler. Like, if you the stage already leaking, baby. So I haven't seen the front of it because I, want to wait until my show to see the stage. But yeah, baby, the stage is already leaking. So like, But this is going to be such a monumental tour. Beyonce is expected to gross over $400 million off of, 32 dates? Don't you ever play with my bitch. Don't you ever play with my bitch. Beyonce is about to embark on the highest grossing country tour of all fucking time. Like, don't you ever play with my... There was some... Sorry, I gotta put this word. There was some Charlie XCX stand yesterday talking about... Because Netflix posted a video, the Everybody's Mad dance break from Beyonce's Coachella, because every Coachella, they're not being shady, every time Coachella season comes around since Beyonce did it, Netflix has always posted Beyonce for Coachella. Okay, I'm back. I do apologize. It is a new day. You can tell because my hair is different, and yes, new day. A situation happened when I was filming my last video. I needed to deal with that, but anyway. So yeah, Charlie XCX stand talking shit about Beyonce for Coachella, because Netflix every single year will post about Beyonce at Coachella. In fact, Netflix every 3 months is posting Beyonce at Coachella, because I'm pretty sure that Beyonce Coachella performance is like their highest rated and most acclaimed concert film on the platform. So Netflix is always posting them. So this Charlie XCX stand, by the way, the bitch, the bitch who literally just became mainstream again after 10 years, she just became mainstream. She had one good year, y'all. Charlie XCX has that one good year to what Beyonce's almost 30. So anyway, this Charlie XCX stand goes on to say, why does it feel like everyone is always worshiping Beyonce? She is so overhyped and she doesn't deserve the success that she has. And I think this is the issue when you've been famous for so long, and when you become too famous, Beyonce's been famous for so long that people have forgotten what Beyonce did in the almost 30-year-long career that she's had. People forget what Beyonce did in order to make her Beyonce. Let's compare. Charlie XCX is not outselling Beyonce. Charlie XCX only has one project that has out-acclaimed Beyonce. Beyonce's album. She only has one project that is of acclaim. Beyonce has 5 albums that are of acclaim. Beyonce has almost 30 years to Charlie's maybe 12 in the industry. The Renaissance tour was toured in stadiums. Brat was toured in arenas, and they had to have Troye Sivan be on the tour in order for it to sell out. And I'm not trying to drag Charlie, but y'all need to shut your mouth about Beyonce. This is about to be Beyonce's 5th all-stadium tour and her third solo all-stadium tour. None of your faves are on Beyonce's level, and I need you guys to make peace with that. And y'all, every time y'all talk shit about Beyonce and her touring stuff all of the time, and your faves can't even do half what Beyonce does. They can't. So I'm gonna need y'all to stop doing a lot of this and do a lot of that. Speaking of people thinking that their faves can outsell Beyonce, yeah, Chris Brown and this little tour he's going on, he's not outselling Beyonce. I'm so sorry. Chris Brown fans should be the last people on earth to get brave when it comes to Beyonce. Chris Brown is not going to outsell Beyonce on his tour. Chris Brown is performing in baseball stadiums. Chris Brown is performing in small stadiums that have 30K capacity. Beyonce's stadiums that she's performing in are all NFL stadiums in the US, and she's performing in 2 of the biggest venues in both Paris. She's performing at the biggest stadium in Paris, the biggest stadium in the country of France, in Paris, and she is performing at Tottenham Hotspur, which is really crazy because Beyonce can sell out Wembley. I just think a lot of people don't do Wembley anymore, or Beyonce doesn't do Wembley anymore, because the sound in that stadium kind of sucks. The way the stadium is built, the sound does not travel well to like the upper levels and the Tottenham Hotspur, because it's a more modern stadium. It's better acoustically. But yeah, I'm not wasting time on this Chris Brown versus Beyonce debate. Beyonce's better than Chris Brown. If Chris Brown was better than Beyonce, he would have been doing stadium shows before her, and he's not. He's just now doing stadium shows. And also, a lot of Chris Brown fans are online talking about, see, this is why Chris Brown's one of the few celebrities to come back from cancel culture. Chris Brown was never canceled. I think people think that when you're getting dragged on Twitter, when you're getting dragged online, that equates to you being canceled, and that's not what canceling is. In order to be canceled, you have to be deplatformed. In order to be canceled, everything that you have built must be taken away from you. In order to be canceled, you essentially need to be starting back at square one from where you were. Chris Brown was never canceled. Chris Brown was never canceled. Chris Brown has always had a humongous fan base within the black community, because y'all don't care about colorism, and y'all don't care about the fact that Chris Brown like beats up everybody that he knows. Chris Brown has he's beat up allegedly what 5 women, got Frank Ocean jumped, and then he's just not a good person, but y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. And it's really annoying when dark-skinned black women love Chris Brown, because my thing is, he doesn't like y'all. Every time he's at the club, he has a little thing, no darkies. So I don't know why y'all ride so hard for Chris Brown. I know why the men ride so hard for Chris Brown, because black men fucking suck, and they're the bottom of the barrel. But black women, the black community will never be free from oppression. Will never be free, because y'all support shit like that. Anyway, I think I'm officially jumping off of the Lizzo train.
Boring, yawning, sloppy, lazy.
Lizzo's 3 songs that she puts out, the music is not good. The music is not good. The music sucks. And Lizzo, when people are telling her, hey babe, this is not good, was spiraling and everything. And here's my thing. I'm not saying Lizzo can't still make music about being joyful and being happy and being comfortable in your skin, word to Beyonce. The way she's going about it is just not good. The music sounds like something you would see in a Marshall's commercial. It's giving Old Navy music, if that makes sense. The music is not good, and then the whole situation with her dancer still hasn't been resolved. So I think I'm going to hop off the Lizzo train. I think it's time for me to hop off. What's really annoying is that I know Lizzo can make good music, because she's made good music before. Lizzo has made phenomenal music in the past, and so I don't know why she insists on standing behind this slop. And I don't know why nobody on her team has, when they do artists and their teams do the teams and the labels not listen to the songs on the album anymore? Is that not a thing? Because the music is not good, and I feel like if her team or the label listened to it, they would have told her to go back to the drawing board. This is not good. I might listen to the album. I'm pretty sure she's going to release an album soon, because what's the point in releasing these 3 singles if you're not about to also release an album soon? So I'm pretty sure Lizzo's going to release an album at some point, and I might listen to the album. But really, if the album is bad, I'm gonna for sure jump off the Lizzo train. I'm preparing to get off at the next stop. And if the album is going to sound the way these songs are sounding, I don't see a point in continuing to not, like, I'm not going to be a fan of Lizzo, but I don't see the point in continuing to keep up with what she's doing in terms of music. Because there are other artists who debuted around the same time she did who are making really, really good music. And so I don't know what's going on with Lizzo. The music's just not good. The music is just not good. Anyway, next, let's talk about Coachella again. I kind of already went into this in my Cowboy Carter Begins in Less Than 2 Weeks section. Coachella Day will always be Beyonce Day. Beyonce will always be brought up when it comes to Coachella, when it comes to Coachella performances. Beyonce will always be the bar. And that unfortunately means that nobody will surpass that bar anytime soon. But I really want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion's Coachella set. I watched Megan Thee Stallion's Coachella set yesterday because I had some time to and I remembered to go watch it. And next year, if Megan is not touring, Megan Thee Stallion needs to be a headliner on at Coachella. Megan Thee Stallion's ability to put on a full performance and still be able to rap most of her lyrics, I think is just so cool. I think it's just like her stamina is out of control. The choreography was great. I thought the set list was pretty good. I think there could have been some more songs that Megan could have done off of Megan Act 2. I think the only song Megan did from Megan Act 2, Weekend 1, I think the only song that she did was Rocksteady, because she had Sierra come out. And for Weekends 1 and 2, she had Bigger in Texas, which is obviously the biggest song from Megan Act 2. However, and this is just me, I would have used Coachella, in my opinion, to promote more of Megan Act 2, although I am pretty sure that Megan Thee Stallion is getting ready to release the third act to her trilogy, because she's releasing a new song called, I think it's called It's Whatever Bitch or something like that. So I'm excited to hear that. I think it comes out this Friday actually. So I'm excited to hear Megan's new song. But Megan's song that was great. She did not bring out, Victoria Monet, Sierra, and Queen Latifah did not come out for her Coachella set for for Weekend 2, which sucked because I really wanted to see them come out. But I did watch the clips online, and I wouldn't be surprised if Megan Thee Stallion, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody recorded Megan's entire performance and put some online anyway. But yeah, that's basically the video. Beyonce, let's start from the beginning. K-pop is racist. There are too many people in K-pop, both in the performing, the idol community, and in the K-pop fan community, that are just racist and do not respect Black people, Black culture, or Black art. They think that Black people are entertainment to be made fun of and to be copied, essentially. And out of the, I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's like storming outside right now because it's New Orleans. But anyway, Sexy Red, I don't know why y'all, them people who made that TikTok, why y'all stayed for 7 hours when Sexy Red didn't show up. By hour 2, I would have been gone. Well, I wouldn't have been to go see Sexy Red perform anyway, but by hour 2, I would have been gone. Cowboy Carter, I'm recording this on a different day, so before the big cut to today, Cowboy, I started making this video last week. It's now Monday, April 21st, and we are officially 7 days away. The tour starts next Monday from when you're seeing this clip. The tour starts next Monday. So Cowboy Carter begins in a week, and I'm excited. I'm still on the fence of whether I'm going to be off social media and go into the tour blind, or if I'm going to like follow the tour. Chris Brown sucks, and Beyonce's better than him. And anyone who supports Chris Brown, I think, is a loser. Lizzo's music sucks, and I think it's time for me to jump off the Lizzo train. I'm giving her one last chance with this album, but if this album sucks, I'm gonna start like not keeping up with Lizzo anymore, because what's the point? I don't want to listen to bad music. And Megan Thee Stallion was one of the best out of the. I would say Megan had the second best set of the entire night. Second only to Lady Gaga, and I didn't get a chance to look at Lady Gaga's Coachella set, so I need to find it somewhere.